The majority leader in waiting, Mitch McConnell, took a class photo with the incoming Republican freshman, and while they were all still smiling for the cameras, he took a shot at the climate deal that President Obama finalized in China while in Beijing this week.
The problem is the president continues to send signals that he has no intention of moving toward the middle. I was particularly distressed by the deal apparently he's reached with the Chinese on his current trip, which, as I read the agreement, requires the Chinese to do nothing at all for 16 years, while these carbon emission regulations are creating havoc in my state and other states around the country.
Mark, Mitch McConnell just now said that as he reads this agreement, I have my doubts that he has actually read this agreement. Do you think that he and other Republicans have any idea about what the substance of this bill is, or are they just taking a reflexive shot at the president?
Look, I think the Democrats have been a little bit on the defensive, and in some places of the country, a lot on defensive since cap and trade went down. I'm no expert on this. I've read about the deal today. It seems some people are saying the Chinese don't have to do anything. Some people are saying it's a very ambitious deal and a great achievement. I think Republicans now will attack the president even on this first day, even though there's talk of bipartisan compromise for just about anything.
It is, well, first of all, it seems to me that if it's right that what the agreement says is that China has to reach peak energy by 2030, given the pace at which they're building coal refineries and doing other things that Republicans point to, that means they're going to have to curb emissions in order to get there, because the race they're currently building, they're going to have to slow down. The other thing that's crazy about this is that, as you know, we're going to talk about later with our guest, there used to be Republicans who were pro-environment Republicans. There's no voice out there today of a Republican who's deviating from Mitch McConnell's message. And the truth is, I think on the substance, look, we have a climate change problem. We should be doing this stuff unilaterally. Even if whatever the Chinese do, we need to reduce our greenhouse emissions, or our carbon emissions in this country alone.
I will say I'm not sure that in the spin wars about the deal, there's a clear winner at this point.
No.
Surprising to me, though, that the White House, in rolling out this deal, didn't line up business leaders, moderate Republicans, other voices to try to combat what for Republicans in the midterms and since cap and trade have been pretty effective, basically saying anything the president agrees to on the environment is bad for jobs.
And you totally knew this was going to be the Republican message. I completely agree with you. Can't believe the White House weren't ready for this.
Right. Absolutely.